Hi Dog Pack, so this is a really important talk about bullying. Also, if you guys haven't realized before we get to this is my new setup. I hope everyone likes it. It's just a random desk. But anyway, I've lived with no dog for 2 years now. And one of my favorite dogs, not dogs, one of my favorite dogs, that doesn't make sense. She died. As any of you know who is a fan of my channel, her name is Brittany. And I had a friend in elementary school. Now I go to middle school and bullying is no tolerance over there. It's Western Pines. Everyone knows this if you're in this school. Oh my god, the mask back there. What the freak? The mask. That scared me. That really scared me. Anyway, let's just keep the mask out of you. No. My father is getting ready to take me to school even though it's like 7. I don't get it. I wake up really early to do this. Take a shower. So I'm just gonna continue my conversation with everyone here. If anybody cares about me and if anybody is really my friend, please. I wish you'd be here for me. Why am I looking away at the mask? No, in all seriousness. So, I've been bullied practically in elementary school, and I've been this person's friend in elementary school, and we're not friends now. Because I realized what bad things my friend did. Her name was Jaquila. The only reason I remember this from elementary school is because one insult, like you're a fat bitch or something, it goes in one ear and it stays in the head. It doesn't come out. She did call me that, by the way, guys. She did call me a fat bitch. I don't know what I'm saying, guys, anymore. I have no fans on my channel. I have no friends. I mean, I do have friends that's watching this probably, but I probably just, gracias. He just gave me my watch, so I thank him. Also, if any of you English people don't know what gracias means, it means thank you. Since I'm Hispanic, I know a couple of words, because I'm not fully Hispanic. I can speak English, and I guess I just lost the ability over time. So, one day was the day me and Jaquila stopped. And in art class, which is my favorite class, mind you, my most inedible favorite class. I mean, myself loves to be an artist. It's like for fun. Let me see what time it is. It's almost 8 o'clock. My bus cuts at 8:50 because it likes to be late. So we have a whole bunch of time to talk about this. This video has only been 4 minutes so far, so it doesn't matter. I mean, nobody will have cared to watch 4 minutes of any of my videos when this video is going to be probably like a couple of minutes long, talking about my story of depression and everything I've been through. So, I have hid this for a long time. I've hid this for more than a year. It's been 5 minutes now. I lied, guys. I seriously lied about the 5 minutes left. There's not 5 minutes left. I didn't mean that. Okay, so our friendship began like any other friend's friendship. We'd talk a lot. We'd color at recess a lot. I'd even help her sort out papers at recess. Until one day in art class, somebody broke a very, very nice ornament of Mr. G's. And that thing costed a lot for how nice it was. It was almost like one of those chandelier things with like those paper things. And that was so pretty. It had a whole bunch of lights in it. It was cool. And somebody broke that. Somebody broke the paper. Now, some people believed it was some guy named Colton, which I had a crush on him. I don't think he's at my school anymore, but I had a crush on him. And I could have told that Jaquila did many other bad things. Like, she made fun of another friend named Kylie that I had. She made fun of Jason. She made fun of many people, but not me. And I didn't want to become the person she was. So I left her for a while. It's almost 8 o'clock. As you guys might see. Guys, focus. Okay, no, in all seriousness, I have to leave in 15 minutes. Well, more like 40 minutes. We have to wait a little bit, see if it's really late. So anyway, what happens is she asks me if my father... What is my father doing? What is he doing? Does anybody see what he's doing? He's waving some paper around or something. Oh my god. Back to the trial. So yeah, I apparently choose her over Colin, and for some reason I regret that, because if it weren't for myself, I wouldn't have been going through all this. And it's my fault because I chose a friend over a crush. And also because she didn't realize she was doing these bad things enough to hurt other people. Like, other people had told me what they had been called by her. And it seemed like she was their only bully. Except for another kid named Juliana, who was really rude to me. No kidding. She thinks just because I like animals, and maybe because I act like one just a little bit, she makes fun of me. I mean, it's stupid. Sometimes I'm playing with Grace, and while we're separated, she comes up to me and goes like, "Hey Eva, do that growl again." I'm like, what? I'm playing wolves with Grace. And she's just so mean to me. And so was Jaquila after I chose Colton over her. I mean, I didn't see Colton break it. Or Jaquila. I just saw the broken ornament that Mr. G held up. And I saw Colton's face compared to Jaquila's face. Both of them were the same anyway. They were both guilty. Maybe they might have broke it together, but I still took the blame for Jaquila and went with my heart and went for my crush, which, by the way, he cheated on me. He was no use for me anyway, so he cheated on me. I found him with this girl named Madison. Me and Madison are still friends. We're fine. I don't have any more feelings for him after a long time now. After how much I tried to not have feelings for him, I don't know more. Because you know what? I don't care about him. I wouldn't anyway. Besides, He gave me my phone number. Wait, he gave me his phone number. I said that wrong. How could he have my number? So, we're sitting at the desk, and Tequila, she gets really mad at me. And I'm wearing a really pretty sweater, okay? I'm wearing this, like, poofy sweater at the wrist. Like, exactly where the watch is at. The watch? Whoa. The watch is at. There's, like, some very fluffy coat. And then there's leather material all across everywhere else. And then there's, like, it's one of those things people in our out. What is my father doing? Papi, get the horse. He's trying to dry the plates. Papi, espérate un momento. Eso seca un momento, please. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Anyway. It's been like 11 minutes so far. I'm not sure if anyone's here anymore. But, so, she has scissors next to her and she starts cutting the bottom of where the furs are over here around my waist. And I'm like trying not to listen to her. And I close my agenda, well, I open my agenda, acting like I'm not listening to her. And I actually say I'm not listening to her. And she's like, oh yeah? And then she starts cutting my agenda. See, this is what bullying is like. But it's in the past for me, I guess. I am not sure if Tequila is in my new middle school, Western Pines. But if any of you see her there, please, just tell me. Please. I mean, everyone in this video wouldn't realize this, because I only have 4 people who might be watching. The last video I made, not the last video I made, the part 2 of when I caught these 2 players making out on HCH Horse, that got 64 views. That caught me off guard. I don't know how many views it has now, but I'm really sad I couldn't post the first part. Because it said about the first part being like disgusting and all, and it was the start of it, and it was like a 23-minute video. I'm not sure if anybody would have stayed around to watch any of that, but I don't have much storage space, so I'm recording on YouTube, which has very low graphics. You know what I'm talking about, YouTube, right? In all seriousness, she went on me. I'm serious. Ever since I was friends, I told her about Brittany and everything. Everything I told her about was in her head to bully me for. And I never knew she would become a bully in seconds. But I still feel like it was my fault because I chose her, a friend, over my crush. That is in fact what got me into this. So, I had this watch back then, by the way. I did have this watch for a long time now, like about a year. I just don't wear it as often because usually I'm at home and I'm going to school in a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to school in a little bit. It's 8:06, 8:05, 8:06. And it's about to be like 8:10 in a couple of minutes. I'm not sure if anyone's sticking around by 14 minutes. See how foolish this video is. But this one day, I was in Mr. Baker's homeroom class. I am in his homeroom, and without Mr. Baker seeing it, she had long nails, and she started scratching on my thigh. It felt painful. She was sticking her nails in my thigh. I didn't tell anyone. Because I thought she would have lied like she always does. She's just a big liar. I acted like she was a lie. That didn't work. I couldn't ignore her because she kept on cutting my things. So, I do have a new friend in middle school. But we're talking about tequila right now. So, I haven't even told my new friend about tequila. Yo, if you're watching this, please don't think I'm not funny anymore. I'm hilarious. Am I right, boy? It doesn't matter. I'm continuing talking about tequila no matter what. So, I don't tell Mr. Baker for a reason, and my father's already going outside. Papi, ¿qué tú haces?
No. Mommy.
He's leaving. Yeah, where's he going? Doesn't matter. So, I look at her scratching my thigh, and I ask her, why are you doing this? She doesn't really answer me. And she starts talking about how it would take like $10 million to get Brittany back, because she said she had Brittany. At the time, I didn't believe Brittany was already dead, and Brittany was already ran over by a car by the time. Rest in peace, Brittany. I still miss her very much. And she's taunting me. She's saying she basically has my dog. And the truth is, my family has never told me that Brittany died. Because I was still a child then, like 9 to 10 years old. So she still keeps on scraping my leg. And I raised my hand and I put it down. Because I thought I could deal with her. I didn't. So what happens is she tells me that Demi and Sarah's guts are everywhere in her room. She tells me that to taunt me. I love you. I finally can understand a little bit English, so don't blame me if I'm not speaking complete Spanish, but he understands a little bit of what I'm talking about. Spanglish. Am I right? So, I'm sitting there, like, freaking terrified, and I feel like I have to give her $10 million to get my dog back. She had no right to steal my dog if she ever had my dog, but she also had no right to taunt me like that. So we're sitting there, and I raise my hand. She quickly takes her nails off my thigh, and she plays it off. So Mr. Baker comes. I was about to speak, and she interrupts me, and she says, "We need help with this question." I'm like, wait, I need to tell you something. But everyone knows I'm a freaking child, and I don't blame him. He can ignore me. I'm sorry, I'm playing with this freaking highlighter. I don't blame him if he's ignoring me, because I knew he was lying about me being the smartest student anyway in the whole class. I know Alexia was smarter than me. I knew she had all the homework done. I knew she got straight A's, at least better grades than me. I'm guessing there was no moment bad for Alexia, because she was friends with Tequila. And she hadn't realized how much she had destroyed me when she was not my friend anymore. Like, she was new to the school, and she was my only dependent for a friend. And I was left behind a few months later after that. And now I just blame myself for all this. Yay. Flippies. Whoa. Break time from this freaking conversation. Okay, that's enough. Back to the video. I'm just looking at the bananas over there. There's some bananas over in the kitchen. Look, there's some bananas over in the kitchen. Bananas. 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 So, afterwards, we're done with the group work. I was done in the first place. She wasn't following along. Well, I really wasn't, but whatever. I mean, it's not whatever. It's for grades. I'm scraping my computer. Keep on getting distracted, jeez. I'm scratching Hitachi. Hitachi. Yeah, okay. Hitachi. Anyways, I need to take this off because look at what it's doing to my wrist. Yeah, and nobody likes this type of watch anyway. So, we're done with group working, and I'm so relieved that I wasn't staying around. But I was still terrified. And you know what? A few days later in PE, and by then she gave me a few glares, and she made up this rule that we can't be near each other. I'm gonna tell you something that happened by the end of the year, but that's not now anyway. So in PE, this was one of the most worst insults in my life. You were jogging, and this was the first time I threatened to slap her. This was the first time I actually decided to stand up for myself, and it still went out wrong. So I'm telling her, you know what, stop it before I slap you. And she's like, oh yeah, slap me and I'll slap you back, you fat bitch. And then a few seconds later, I'm in disbelief. And she just quietly says, bitch. And she slows down to catch up with Mass and just has a regular conversation with her. That's probably another one of the reasons I might have not liked Mass in that much of elementary school. And maybe one of the reasons I might have not really been her friends. Maybe because she had Colton with her, but maybe also because she was Jaquila's friend for how much of a bad person she was. Clippy thing. Very sharp clippy thing. Look at that. Look at those teeth. Bam, 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 bam. Yum, yum. Is that how teeth go? Do they go like straight through each other? Look at it. Talking. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Nom, 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 nom. Anyway, that's enough playing with that. It's 8:15 right now. So this video has been like quite a long time. It's already been like 24 seconds and 30 minutes. Not blah, blah. 24 minutes and 40 minutes. Not 40 seconds right now. There, it passed just now. Why am I even trying to tell a time where I'm having a conversation about somebody bullying me? So, this was at the time I started planning to stab myself near the hand, and making it look like an accident. Because if my family knew this and I tried to tell my mom one day, she slapped me in the mouth. I know it's hard for Mars to go through this, but it's not fun when someone slaps you in the mouth who is a mother of yours and who is just trying to help you all the time. Back then, my mom was really threatful about spanking people and how much she would spank me if I did anything bad. One day she spanked my brother in 3rd grade because he failed the FSA in 3rd grade. You don't come to school learned. You come to school to learn. And you also don't come to school to be called a fat bitch. So we finished the mile jog, which is what we were doing, and this was the second one of the year, because by the time we did the first one, we were friends. Okay. And I knew by all this time she was just faking. I still remember that. And look, I'm not even that skinny, but I've like freaking improved. I've been a lot more skinnier. I used to be like this big. Now I'm just this big. It's flat. And a little bit down. Just a tiny bit at the end of the stomach. I'm not sure if anyone here cares to watch this, but that just means you're not a friend that's taking notice of another friend who's being bullied. Besides, I've lost contact with my friends. They're not talking in my videos anymore. 27 minutes, but no one's gonna be here anyway. I mean, I only have 4 subscribers. None of those subscribers, except for 2, care about my videos. I could tell a lot of people view the videos, and they can't yet subscribe. Subscribe to the dog pack. Join me. And Demi and Sarah. I never think I introduced Sarah to the whole group. So at the end of the video, we're doing that. It's gonna be like 30 minutes by the time I'm finishing this conversation. Because there's only one more thing that happened, and that might take a little bit. So, well, it might take a little bit longer, but yeah. It's already been a minute. I wasted all my time talking about that. Mip. So anyway, that was a very hard sigh. What happens is, I'm in this group work again, and Mr. Baker chose the worst group for me to be in. I don't blame him. He has Class Dojo, so I cannot blame him, to be honest with you. I just can't. Because guess what? He has Class Dojo. And you know what Class Dojo does? It automatically chooses children. I hated that chooser for the rest of the school year. Now, this was after I told Mr. Baker that he realized I was autistic and that I was walking all over the place with my tippy toes. He's seen it. I got really upset when he said it, though, because he had never told me. I don't blame him, again. This had nothing to do with him. Except for this one part where he told me, why aren't you working with the group? And I'm like, well, because someone in there makes up a rule that I'm not allowed to be near them. And she's talking with other friends of hers, so I pretty much don't want to work with her. And it was true. I didn't want to work with her. Nothing else I had to do. When you come there to learn, you have to impress the teacher out of your grades and how you group work. Horrible. I'm not kidding. Horrible. That's my brother's ringtone to wake up. What time is it? Should be like, it's close to 8:60. Gotta leave it a couple of minutes, but I still got time. What I'm doing is, I'm like trying not to work with them, but I hear Tequila whispering stuff in Madison and Paige's ear, which Paige was another person in our group. And she was friends with Paige and Madison. At the time, Madison was kind of... Whoa, I just burped. I just eternally burped. Excuse me. So, at the time, I really wasn't Madison's friend. At the time, I really just didn't want to be, because I knew what Tequila was whispering about. It wasn't about me. It was about fast food places. And I heard the rest about how fat I was. That's what I heard. And maybe she was whispering because she wanted to know in conversation. And then she just glared at me. This nasty look. When will you learn? Beep, 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 bop, beep, boop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, beep, bop, beep, 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 bop, beep. I just made a little tiny beep bop song. Usually I just do beeps because I cannot edit. So I just usually just go beep and that subject is over. Because I freaking don't know how to edit my videos. I just put a little texture, some music, boom, the video's done. Some videos I don't put music because this is too long and music might repeat if this video is 32 minutes right now. Definitely. My feet was stretching across the desk. Anyway, so she gives this nasty glares to me, and she says, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm working with you, but I just don't want to work with you, because you're a bad person to me." This is my dad trying to communicate with the microphone. Oh no, it went on. I was looking in the computer mirror and him over there trying to communicate with the TV. It's so funny. So, this is my new gaming place. Unless if it's HCH Horse or something that's on my tablet, I'll be able to play it on my tablet. By the way, I have Baldi's Basics on mobile, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna try Baldi's Basics game in the next video. Well, Baldi's Basics games. Yes, we're gonna try multiple games. That's gonna be fun. So, yeah. It's always a problem because hands down, you never heard about this rule. And unless the teacher had told it to the person, then he hasn't told it to another person, which I was honestly confused why she would just make up this rule that I'm not allowed to be near her, but she used it as an excuse again. This is the point where I started talking to Mr. Baker about Tequila bullying me and everything, and I told him about what Tequila was doing to me, and he said, next time she bullies you, you tell me. And I'm like, well, there's really nothing you can do about it. Tell me! No, that's not what really happened. So I'm like, there's nothing you could do about the past, but I still told him about what she did anyway. He understood. Very well, in fact. Because I usually talk with him at recess. Because I have no other friends to talk to at recess. Besides, I'm better off alone. Oh, that's some nice outlining. Oh, what did I just do? What have I just done? Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. What have I done? Oh, there we go. I switched the camera around. Dang. Switching. Bleep. That just looks like it automatically turned off. It's really dark now for no reason. Yeah, it's 8:30. I gotta leave in a couple of minutes. That's basically it, except for the fact that I've been stabbing myself and everything. I've talked about that in another video. So, for the last minutes we have left, we're gonna meet my dog. By the way, this is my father watching TV. ¿Qué tú mira?
No,
Nada? He's lying and I know it. Alex? Oh my God, he leaves the soda everywhere. Jesus, he drank more than freaking half of the bottle. Jeez, I'm starting to get tired of his habit of doing this. No, not chicken. Oreos? No. This is technically my breakfast to get my stomach all healthy. Before you, oh, bananas. Wait, no bananas. No bananas. What's in the freezer? Choopy choopies! Choopy choopies! Those frozen little treats that I love. They're called Fun Pops. Oh, shit. No! Choopy Choopy has a death. Alright, then. We're just gonna walk outside and say hi to Sarah. Now, I don't have a room. Oh, there she is. Just staring at me like, what do you want? And now she comes up here when she hears somebody open the door. She's all happy. Hello. How are you? I'll be out here for a little bit. Hi. Don't jump on me. That's not what you do. No. There's no way to handle her. She's just a little toddler. She just constantly wants attention. Hashtag Jaded Animations is my favorite channel on YouTube. Stop. Stop. Now you rub against my thigh. Jesus Christ, dog. This is my pool. There's a whole bunch of leaves in it because nobody swam in it for a while. Last summer I was swimming in it. I don't know what happened. And here there's nothing. Nothing I actually need. Except for a whole bunch of sodas, which the whole family needs. They need something to drink. Alright then, Sarah. Come here. Hi. Hard thing about her is that she has really long nails. Enough, Sarah. Oh, that's okay. You're cute. Enough. I mean, she's not scratching me or anything, but when she takes her paw off, it would suck. Because she would cling on and she would scrape the arm. But yeah, I'm not going to leave that to the rest of the video because I think, well, never mind. It didn't suck that much. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, bye guys. Say hi to Sarah. She's not a new member of the dog pack, but yeah. Hi! She's so cute! Alright then, bye guys. Sarah, say bye. Oh, let me show you something funny Sarah does. So my mom and dad, they smoke cigarettes. Hey, stop it. So look at what she does. You have a cigarette packet? What did you do? Stop. She's already reacted to the cigarette pack. And she's like, yeah, this is weird. A young girl smoking a cigarette. You want a cigarette? You want a cigarette? I'm not going to light it up, but she's like, no. Hey, Sarah, come here. Cigarette. You want a cigarette, sweetheart? Alright, then that's enough. She's so cute. Alright, Sarah, say bye. No? Rude. Alright, bye. Like, join the dog pack. I'm not putting this in the description again, okay? Goodbye. See you later.